So next we've got Jenny Smith from Te Whare Roimata. Jenny, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us.
Tēnā koutou katoa. We thank you for this opportunity to speak to you about our submission. Wendy and I are from Te Whare Roimata Trust, a community development organisation which works with the people of the Inner City East, Linwood West neighbourhoods, where we are both community development workers. While our submission covers the questions you've sought feedback on, we wish today to speak specifically to a matter which particularly concerns the Inner City East Linwood neighbourhoods. Before we do, we want to acknowledge and express our strong support for the proposed one-off 5% boost to the Strengthening Communities Fund. We are very aware of the challenges that you, the Council, face and the significant impact COVID-19 has had on your income and on the juggling you're forced to do. Your strategic framework talks about creating a city of opportunity for all, and the community outcomes sought are about promoting the well-being of our communities. It is against this backdrop that we raise the need to ensure your cost-saving measures do not impact heavily on already vulnerable communities, resulting in these neighbourhoods being left further behind in the wake of COVID-19. You've heard from Jane about the potential and the wonderful opportunities that sit within the Linwood village and within the Inner City East neighbourhood. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the realities which exist at the moment. We refer then to the Inner City East Linwood West neighbourhoods, just a handful of blocks away from here, yet one of the most marginalised neighbourhoods in New Zealand, badly damaged by the February 2011 quakes, weighted down by inequality and hardship from years of market-driven policies, district planning rules which have seen traditional income dwellers displaced, setting up tensions between the new, more affluent and existing dwellers, and the proliferation of Airbnb undermining the strength of community, which has been a hallmark of this area. Many of the challenges that are faced are complex, multifaceted and systemic. They will require ongoing resourcing and a commitment from local and central government and other key organisations if these issues are to be adequately addressed. Jane said, and we affirm, the area is at a tipping point, especially the Linwood village. Do nothing and the strong, proud, diverse neighbourhood will become more divided, less safe and weighed down by the visible signs of social inequality, rough sleeping, street collection, public drug taking, violent outbursts, and unsupported people with profound mental health issues. In late 2017, you as a council demonstrated your commitment to the area by way of supporting a community-led revitalisation plan and the allocation of $180,000 from the Community Resilience Partnership Fund. This money runs out this year, and now the Community Resilience Fund has ceased. The successful Tiny Shops Village Regeneration Project, which is headed by Wendy, supported by the Enliven Places Fund, is not able to be supported as a result of operational cuts. While we have a revitalisation plan and a huge amount of energy and support for it from the active participation of residents, we are not going to be able to easily implement the work of the working group as there is no continued resourcing for somebody like Jane as our independent facilitator or for the ongoing work of the working group. We are then here to argue for these two neighbourhoods to be seen as a special case for ongoing support and resourcing. When we compare the resourcing that has been given to our neighbour, the CBD, and other struggling earthquake-damaged communities, it could be said that we are indeed the poor relation. We believe it is both timely and fitting that these neighbourhoods receive the investment needed to enable them to flourish again. Our submission identifies ways that this is possible, and we've identified several key things in terms of investing in this neighbourhood. So we thank you and conclude by acknowledging the support that you've given to our organisation and indeed to the revitalisation project in its first stage. We do recognise the demands on you, but we believe that in terms of your strategic framework and the outcomes sought, that in the interest of those most vulnerable, that there's a need to keep that uppermost in your decision making, and it is with this in mind that we propose that the inner city east neighbourhoods are considered as a special case for resourcing and investment. Thank you.
So that filled the 5 minutes perfectly. Unfortunately, it doesn't allow us time for questions. But thank you for the written submission, and thanks for coming along to speak with us today.
Thank you.
Thanks very much indeed. Thank you.
And we've got an attachment that I think you get with the submission. Bright red.
Yeah, excellent. We'll make sure that's
Thank
distributed.
you.
Thank you.
Throw it out.